Yash Creations, 32 interesting facts about India you probably don't know yet. 5000 years old, Varanasi is one of the oldest inhabited places in the world, situated on the banks of river Ganges and represented in the parliament by the country's PM Narendra Modi. A meteor formed the breathtaking Lonar Lake in Maharashtra was created by a plummeting meteor about 52,000 years ago. Mysterious anti-gravity hills in Ladakh, magnetic hill with the anti-gravitational effect. This is the only magnetic hill in India. Land of many firsts, India invented game of snakes and ladders to chess, buttons, shampooing, the number pi, diamond mining, zero, algebra, trigonometry, along with the finding of the presence of water on the moon. World's only floating post office in Dal Lake in Srinagar. India is not only known for the most significant number of post offices in the world, but it has its very own floating post office on Dal Lake in Srinagar. Mawsynram is the wettest place on earth with 11,873 millimeters of rain annually. The only country with a Bill of Rights for cows. Cows are believed to be holy in Hinduism, and the constitution has a set of rules in place that prevents the sale and slaughter of cows. A voting poll booth set up for just one voter in Gujarat. India's most privileged voter, Mahant Bharat Das, resides in a small hamlet called Banej in the middle of Gir Forest, Gujarat. Shani Shingnapur is a village where the houses don't have doors, which is located in the state of Maharashtra near Shiddi. The tiny village of Madhopatti is called the Officers' Village of India. A small village in the Jaunpur district of Uttar Pradesh, Madhopatti has created history by producing the most number of IAS officers. Tulsi Shyam, the hills that defy gravity in Amreli district, Gujarat. Imagine if your car went left in free gear, starts rolling up a hill against the gravitational pull here. The largest number of vegetarians in the world is India, with most of the population following Hinduism. Around 29% to 40% of the people are vegetarians. The highest cricket ground in the world is situated at a level of 2,144 meters above sea level in Chail, Himachal Pradesh. India is the second largest English-speaking nation after the US. India has around 10% of its populace fluent in English. This statistic is expected to quadruple in the next decade. First rocket of India transported by a bicycle. In 1963, ISRO launched its first ever rocket from a church in Thumba on the outskirts of Trivandrum. The said rocket was transported on a bicycle. The launching pad later came to be known as Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. World's largest milk producer is India, reaching over 155.5 million tons in 2015. India is the largest milk producing country in the world. Indian national Kabaddi team has won all World Cups. India is where the game of Kabaddi originated, and the Indian national Kabaddi team makes sure it brings all the 5 World Cup trophies home. The women's Kabaddi team has also remained undefeated in all the Kabaddi World Cups. The image of the Kumbh Mela gathering that is visible from space. The Kumbh Mela is a spiritual event held once in 12 years in northern India. In 2011, this religious gathering was so vast that it was visible in space through a satellite. It attracted over 70 million people. The Himalayan ranges have 9 out of 10 world's highest peaks, a large part of which is in India. The mighty Himalayas boast of 9 out of 10 world's highest peaks, the highest being Mount Everest at 8,848 meters. While the entire Himalayas do not fall in India itself and several highest peaks are in Nepal, a large part of Himalayas are in India. There are over 300,000 mosques in India. With 14.2% of the country's population being from the Muslim community, India happens to have the greatest number of mosques in the world. Some of the famous ones being Jama Masjid, New Delhi, Mecca Masjid, Hyderabad, Taj UI Masjid, Bhopal, etc. The second largest network of roads in the world. Traveling becomes convenient here since there are around 1.9 million miles of roads in the country, making it the second largest network of roads in the world, only second to the USA. World's highest rail bridge in Jammu. About 35 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower, the arc-shaped Chenab Bridge in Jammu and Kashmir is the world's largest rail bridge. It stands at the height of 1,178 feet over the river Chenab. Bandra-Worli Sea Link has steel wires equal to Earth's circumference. This is a fact about India that many probably don't know. Each of the cables can hold 900 tons of weight. The entire establishment's weight is equivalent to that of 50,000 African elephants. Beni Prasad, fastest man to have traveled around the world in 6.5 years. Also, the first to have designed the world's first bongo guitar, this instrumental guitarist from India holds a world record for having traveled 257 countries in 6 years, 6 months, and 22 days. The number of people travelling in the Indian Railways every day is equal to the population of Australia. Connecting more than 7,172 stations, the Indian Railways is the largest rail network in Asia, carrying over 23 million passengers daily in 12,617 trains. Most visited place in the world, the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Awarded by the World Book of Records, the Golden Temple of Amritsar is the most visited place in the world with over 1 lakh devotees flocking at the shrine every single day. The Temple of Rats in Rajasthan. It happens only in India. The Kadni Mata Temple in Rajasthan is home to thousands of rats whom pilgrims consider to be their ancestors and worship, making it one of the strangest attractions of India. Biggest family in the world. Living in his 100-room mansion in Baktawang village of Mizoram, Mr. Yash Chana is the head of the world's biggest family consisting of 181 members. He has 39 wives, 94 children, 14 daughters-in-law, and 33 grandchildren. Roop Kund, the Skeleton Lake. Locally was known as the Mystery Lake or the Skeleton Lake. Uttarakhand's Roop Kund is infamous for hundreds of human skeletons found at the bottom of the lake and in the surrounding areas. The highest motorable road in the world. The world's highest motorable road greets you at Ladakh at an elevation of over 19,300 feet. Bike enthusiasts can look forward in this way. World's first hospital train. Living true to its name, the Lifeline Express, the Jeevan Rekha Express, is the world's first hospital train taking its services ranging from surgeries to cancer treatment to remote villages. There's a day dedicated to Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam in Switzerland called Science Day. Dr. Kalam had visited Switzerland on May 26, 2006, and that day is nationally known as Science Day in Switzerland. Thank you.